Hi, on this short video I would like to explain you what actually KODO for Cloud does and how administrators in daily basis can go manage and see protected data from the Office 365. First thing, we need to remind that the KODO for Cloud is a dedicated solution that they can work cloud to cloud or cloud to on-prem for Office 365. So it means that you can easily protect your Office 365 data with the KODO, quite pleasant and easy way. So let's go, I will explain you how it actually works. So I will log in as an admin here. So after signing in, I can see my dashboard, few things here, just running tasks that right now I'm doing, how many jobs are right now simultaneously work, how many users are protected, some failed jobs. From time to time we can see that the Microsoft API giving us the ban and we cannot access some of the files during a session. Number of the users that we just import from our Office 365 cloud and the data transfer from the last, in this case, 2 hours. Okay, so briefly discussion, let's imagine that you have first time login here. We just go into the settings, go into the configuration, and we can option to add the configuration. There is a manual option, so we need to register the application first in the Azure portal. But of course, there is a much more easier way to just go into the auto mode. What we need is just to put the admin credentials. After that, we validate the information. And if we put the proper credentials, we can right now actually import the users. So then we go users, synchronize, and we see the list of all users that we just import from the Office 365. I'm right now using the backup monster IO domain. How to right now after import backing up, there is an option to backup on demand. So the easiest way is to just grab the user, select the backup, choose what we can protect. Today we have a OneDrive for business, Exchange Online, so we have a mailbox, contacts, calendars. In the near future we will introduce the SharePoint Online and the Teams. Another thing is, of course, we don't need to do it manually, we just go into the jobs. I already created a job called daily backup, so let's go here. I will just edit and let's start from the scratch. We name it, so the daily backup for the daily purposes. Next, we choosing what type of the data we would like to collect from the Office 365, what type of the users, and we have both options. First one, manually choose one of them. I prefer an auto select. It means that automatically users will be assigned to the policy after they will appear in the KODO for Cloud. Periodically, we do in the inventory, there is option to automatically grab and put into the job. We decided, of course, when the job should be run. Keep in mind that you are living in the different time zones, so it depends where you are. You should put your UTC. I'm in a UTC +1, so I'm using this one. Summary, save, and you can run automatically. You can wait till the next execution, and after that you just go in having tasks. Just to remind, in the settings there is also the data policy, so we have a decision for how long we would like to keep the data and how many versions. It's quite obvious as a backup vendor, but I just want to inform that you can put much more rotation than you have itself in the Office 365. So you can go from days to months to actually years. Okay, of course administrator, etc. But coming back to the tasks. The tasks are running. We can see that there is right now one agent which is actually doing the task, and it can parallel working with the different users. It's fully configurable, so if we decided to go with 15 parallels, 20 parallel sessions at one time, it's good. We do prefer right now going in 10 in parallel. It's quite good from the optimization point of view. You need here to just keep in mind that the rest of the tasks will be waiting in a queue. Of course, if we've completed, there will be some information about the completed tasks. Here we have Evelyn Wells. She's completed backup with 8,032 files from the Exchange mailbox. Important to emphasize here that Microsoft Graph API and Microsoft Office 365 itself gives you some numbers of the API calls limitation. It's called throttling. I advise you to keep an eye on it because we can push 10,000 API calls per 10 minutes. There is no sense to, let's say, use the multiple sessions at one user at once, because we can be straight away banned from the office for the next 10 minutes or even more. This is one of the most challenging parts, how to get the control of the throttling. We have our best practices. One of them is to put 10 simultaneous sessions with the 10 different users. The most important part is, of course, not the backup but the restoration. So let's take one of the users. I will use the Evelyn Wells. So let's go inside. You can see the different types. So if you go into the mailbox, you can go directly to delete the data on the inbox itself. So you can have an option to individual file restoration. The same with the OneDrive. So if you go into the OneDrive directories, you can see the different folders and the different files. So there's two options actually to do restore. One of them is to choose the version, and just to, after you click it, you just downloading the data via your web to the admin itself, or the option is to not download directly but coming back to the cloud. And we have two options. We can, if we do not check anything, we just click restore, it will come back directly to the same space where it was protected on a OneDrive or the email, depends what type of the data we'll choose. Or we can, it's quite good idea to from time to time migrate the data. So imagine that somebody left the job or somebody would like to migrate between the users. So there is not a problem at all. We can select the path from these users, we can choose it and restore. So not only the restoration from cloud to on-prem, cloud to cloud, but also option to migrate the data between the users. Okay, so if you will have more questions, don't hesitate to contact my team. My name is Paweł Mączka, and it was a pleasure to show you the latest version of KODO for Cloud, which purpose is to protect Office 365 with the cloud to cloud or cloud to on-premise. Thank you.